Mitchell Peters, senior correspondent with Billboard in Los Angeles. Thank you for joining the Billboard Q&A Live. We are here with the lovely Amy Lee from Evanescence, whose band just dropped their third studio album today on Wind Up Records. It's self-titled. We're going to sit in here, talk to Amy, take some of your Twitter questions. We're going to listen to some new tracks on the album, and Amy will be talking about them a little bit. We've been taking your questions from Twitter all week, but you still have time to send some to @Billboard. The hashtag is BBAmy. So you tweet in all those questions, and we will chat with Amy here a little bit and get caught up. So congratulations on the release.
Thank you.
And yeah, I'm very excited to have you. Thank you for coming by
Thanks for
on the
having me.
release of your album.
Yeah.
I was listening to it last night, and I actually really liked it a lot.
Thank you very much. I'm so glad.
Yeah.
I was listening to it last night myself. Live version. Yeah. We just played Oakland last night. Had a real good show.
Yeah.
So, first night on the bus. Woke up. Here we are, LA. Day of release. It's
Good
kind
stuff.
of a fun party day for us today.
Yeah. So, the first question just right off the bat, it's been 5 years since The Open Door, your last album, which went to #1 on the Billboard 200. Congratulations
Thank
for that. So I know you've been really busy doing just various stuff. You got married over those 5 years. So just, give us an idea of why it took so long to come back with another album.
Well, at first it wasn't like there was a plan. I kind of like not having a plan. I sort of want to wait, for inspiration to tell us what to do. And I wasn't sure at the beginning if there was really actually going to be another Evanescence record. I mean, I love The Open Door. Of course, I love Fallen. But you have to have a new idea and a new energy. It's sort of like, I remember we got to the end of the tour and I was like, guys, I don't know what the plan is. Let's all just do our own thing and see when and if we want to, pick it up again whenever it feels like right. We were all pretty tired at that point from touring and everything, but it was good. I lived in New York. I am married now. I got married in 2007. Just lived a little bit, worked on our place, just lived a normal life a little bit. At the end of the day, I love music and can't help but write music. I play the piano. I took up the harp in the time off. I started taking harp lessons. Did that a little bit, and actually it helped me write a little bit in some new ways. It's cool to have a new canvas to play with. So I wrote a lot of music, and the more music I wrote, the more it started to kind of sound like Evanescence, and the more I felt like I found myself within it again, and missed it, for all the right reasons. You're like, oh yeah, I love that. It's a big part of me and a big part of my life and who I am, and I want to do that again.
And so. I know you don't just release music just because you have to. I know and I think you actually did go into the studio around 2010 and you recorded some stuff, but just didn't cut it.
Well, it's either right or it's not. That's a hard call to make, but it wasn't right. It wasn't right for a few different reasons, and it was weird, but there was this growing pain moment where I was like, okay, this is not right. Whatever was happening right now, we have to keep working, find the right team, whatever. And we ended up actually writing a lot more songs collaboratively, like really whole band sitting, jamming together, writing, and that ended up being a very central, focused part of the record at the end of the day, especially when we got Nick Raskulinecz, our producer, involved. He really pushed us as a band and pushed those elements forward and made us work together, and rely on each other in a way that was actually very fresh and new for us. So I think we ended up with a killer record with songs that there's experimentation and new ideas and new attitude, but at the same time, I think a lot of just great Evanescence music. I think it's an album that our fans will love.
Yeah, and I know you've mentioned in the past that this is just a reinvention of the band, the sound and everything. So. Just talk about that. Talk about what the album sounds like, where you came from this time around.
We've been writing forever, so the songs are diverse. They're from kind of all over the place. Some of the older ones are 2.5, 3 years by now. I don't know, it's hard to explain an album. There's so much of a journey going on there. I'm singing about me now and me in the time since you've seen me, but also just about my whole life. I'm going to be 30 in 2 months. I've seen a lot of things. I've experienced a lot of things. I feel like I have, I don't know, just a deeper well of things to talk about. Right. But musically, I think the record's heavy. It ended up being heavier. It wasn't a plan. It just happened. We started getting more and more inspired working together, and we got an incredible drummer driving the tempo. Will is insane. So I was listening back to the record actually just the other day for the millionth time and going like, wow, this is like an assault. It's like just hammering, hammering, hammering. It's a heavy record. I love it for that. It's got a real punch and an energy that I think is stronger than the other two records.
Yeah. And I know before we go on, I gotta just remember this question. So you're turning 30. I just turned 30 recently, so I can kind of relate to you on that. So yeah, what do you got planned?
How's it feel?
I don't. That's too long of a question to get into right now.
I need to prepare. No, I'm fine. I don't care.
But yeah, I mean, your birthday is in December, I think.
Yes,
if I'm
13th.
not mistaken. So what do you got planned? Any big?
No, I don't know. My husband and my best friend were scheming behind my back yesterday. I was like, guys, doesn't need to be a surprise. It's probably too complicated for it to be a surprise. Let's just do this together. I don't know. I mean, I think we'll be in New York at that time because we finished the tour right before Thanksgiving. Not finish the tour, but break in the tour for December. So I think we'll be in New York. I don't know I don't know. I really don't know. I'm so open-minded. I usually am just like, let's just go to dinner, keep it chill. But it's your 30th. You have to have some kind of a little bit of a party. Yeah.
So, keep tweeting those questions. You're blowing it up right now. But before we get to them, and by the way, it's at Billboard, #BBAmy. We're going to listen to the first single off of the album, What You Want, and we'll get a little taste of that, and then you can tell us the inspiration.
Sounds good.